So there we go. We have a game.
Archipelago.
Yes.
and
Pretty exciting map.
and FruityHarris is playing. I think he's the author of the map, right?
Yeah. So it will be interesting to see if he can catch a win here against two top contenders for the league win.
Should be home soil advantage at least.
Yeah.
Like,
So let's see what we have here. We have Chashtala, we have dwarves, we have halflings already picked.
yeah, some very cool factions. Digging round 4. That's gonna be interesting. Might enable some nice action for halflings and dwarves. Maybe less action for the parrots.
Yeah. Usually when you see rounds they can't score much. They just upgrade their track, but round 4 is a bit late.
Yep, it's late. I think you should mostly do that during the first 3 rounds, and after that it's too late. But maybe sometimes you would do it if you have nothing better to do.
Yeah. There, it's also points. If you can upgrade it twice early, then you can upgrade it later for points. But it's not amazing points.
Yeah, yeah. And then the bonus tiles, there is like big building and ship scoring. Temp ship is missing.
Can people hear us, by the way? Let's see. Yeah, no one in the chat room yet. But let us know if everything is alright. And then
And
we,
chaos as the
yeah,
fourth faction.
yeah. So we don't have a sandwich this time around.
Well, we do have.
Oh yeah, we have.
We have halflings, which are maybe the strongest faction for this setup, or at least almost there, even without a sandwich. And they are opposite to a sandwich.
Yeah.
So I expect halflings to be like, I don't know, 20 better than others.
Yeah. They have a bit of awkward connection path, but they can probably dig past some hurdles. But green usually blocks the they go down all the way south to I3, so they have to get
Yeah,
G4
that
if
is
they want to
true.
dig
That's
through.
also maybe the halflings. Well, it depends where dwarves go. I expect dwarves to place one dwelling in the northern continent and one in the south. And they could, depends on if they go H2 or if they go like, for example, F2 or H5. I don't know, H5 seemed to be the best probably.
Yeah, I would guess that. And we also have chaos magicians in the game, which you kind of want to not give them too much center map.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing. Like, because chaos is in the game and they are likely to start D2 or E3, probably one of those, but I'm not sure. Then that kind of gives this opportunity for dwarves to kind of block them out by like taking both of the gray hexes next to those red ones. And after that, dwarves would have kind of have more space.
Yeah, if they can just find their space on the map where they can thrive. And usually in these sandwich games, you want to be neighbor with a non-sandwich faction. That's your ideal neighbor often.
Yeah, yeah. And chaos is being jumped on already. Like this setup, like chaos can do digging round 4, especially now when there is like big building tile round 2.
Yeah,
So they can get quite a few workers from there. So they can build up good amount by
yeah,
round 4.
and they also like round 3 dwelling round after that opening 2 rounds.
Yeah. The two last rounds are not the best, but I mean, dwellings is not horrible. Maybe you do this kind of shipping on the last round. You kind of, on the final round, you leave these islands on the east kind of open, and then you go there during the final round.
Yeah, I've noticed on this map that people just often just go for their own color hexes once they ship out, and then everyone just suddenly just gets the hexes they want. But
Yeah,
we'll see if
yeah,
there will be more fighting here with the sandwich.
yeah. Like, I don't know how much towns you would be forming. Most towns are formed to the continents, and then just dwellings on the islands.
Yeah, and there's not many. Many of the bridge towns are also quite awkward, especially if you already made your sanctuary early on.
Yep. But I'm regarding the bonus tiles, I would expect the chaos to open with the spade. That looks like a no-brainer opening for them because then they can hopefully continue to kind of pass for the big building tile and get really good
Yeah,
round two.
you can stall with it. It's great, and you can easily get a temple plus 2 dwellings there.
Yeah. And then the halflings probably looking to secure double dig, maybe with the worker power action even. So it could be that the dwarves actually land on the big building tile and they can use that to maybe tunnel once.
Yeah. I like how dwarves are pretty flexible with their openings. If they can just get workers or spade, anything goes.
Yeah. I think cash has like an interesting kind of. They likely get the gold coins. Then they would take this Earth 2 opening,
Yeah,
get the spade from there, and get a good engine going. Probably single spading. Like if H2 is open, you
yeah,
could single spade that and secure those green ones and get massive economy.
yeah. But I heard that green isn't really great on this map in general. So see if they can get the game going.
Yeah, yeah. Like I think the tricky thing in this sandwich is that you would like to start from G3 in order to secure early expansion, but it's quite likely that dwarves would actually take E2 kind of very early as well. So, and if that happens, C5 is like your, well, you could still secure C5 if
Yeah,
you open C6.
that
So
should.
it's not like your connection is gone.
Yeah, they should be fine with that. And we could have, of course, see halflings digging A4, but just to be annoying. But other than that, they should probably get that north town, unless dwarves start on B5.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you agree that the Chaos is the second best faction here?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much stopping them from doing their game plan here.
Yeah, they seem like um, get this temple to dwellings opening very early, then sanctuary,
And
then
dwellings.
dwellings, and then maybe town. I don't know, like it depends on how it goes, but they could even get an early town,
Yeah,
uh, and then once they have those two TPs up for the town, they can convert those to temples in round five.
yeah, exactly. And like, it's definitely a much more safer game plan to bid on than dwarves. And
Yeah.
Josh, I don't know.
How would you evaluate the bids? Like how far you would go before going for cash and dwarfs?
Like Chash in general are pretty strong if they get going. You don't see a TP event here in this game, which is really bad for them. I think they can really hit TP's event so well.
Yeah. It looks like the track is like actually not very great for cash. So
Yeah,
that's maybe the downside. They're a strong faction, but this track is, I mean, really bad for them.
yeah, and they don't really abuse big building tile that much for points either.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they need a good pass game to have a good game here.
Maybe if you were playing them, maybe you would try to advance shipping quite a bit, quite early. Then take the shipping scroll and the dwelling scroll kind of often. Try to get the points from those.
Yeah,
And 7 dwellings down by round 3.
yeah, yeah. If you get 7 dwellings down by round 3, you can just play passing game the next few
Yeah.
rounds. Try to squeeze out as much as you can from that.
Yeah. And if there is like, I don't know, some scoring favors available still at round 5, then pick up some of those and score a bit more.
Hmm. One annoying thing for dwarves here is their second seat, but they place last within their sandwich. So
Oh
they
yeah.
it's not pretty for them.
Yeah. But I guess the green placements are kind of predictable. Well, they could be super annoying and go H6, but I don't know. Like in case that happens, then H5 is kind of really bad.
Yeah, especially on a new map like this, it can be tough to evaluate starting position. You tend to look at worst scenario, like you don't want to mess up the starting positions. So then you see maybe they start H6 and that can screw you up, but I don't think that's amazing for green.
Yeah, it's not, but they might do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, the halflings are likely C4, and then like one of these browns in the bottom row probably.
yeah. We got a pretty stacked table today. We have Nafghar and Myoblast, which has had a great start to the tournament. FruityHarris got 3 points so far, but with a win here, he's also suddenly all the way up there.
Yeah,
I think he's strong on the 2 remaining maps as well. But
yeah,
but Myoblast is undefeated so far, and you're actually playing him in the last game together with Kepnu, who's first in the league right at the moment, and
okay.
also Kosi Rangutang is in that game, so that will be a worthy finale, I think.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's I have done many mistakes so far. I didn't have very great games, but like relatively okay result regardless. But done some mistakes, especially in the final round of those games.
Yeah, but somehow you won that with Giants, despite.
Yeah, that was yeah. Despite playing really bad last round, I somehow won it anyway.
Yeah, but we've seen a bit of weird lines going on with these new ice factions, and it seems like people are having a bit of fun with trying to figure this out as well. And we see a bit of
Yeah,
weird stuff.
I guess the Giants game was unpredictable because Kolas was aggressive player.
Yeah. We all know that.
By now. Was Nafghar there as well? I guess
Yeah,
he was on the
Nafkar
receiving end of
was the alchemist who
yeah.
got bullied a bit. Uh,
Okay, yeah. But like I think it's starting to get close to actually jumping for dwarves. They have a solid faction, so you could play kind of tall game or like I don't know what kind of game, but like
yeah, they're really good at squeezing out points somehow.
yeah, because this extra 4 for tunnels. The
Yeah.
point scoring machine. The track is not that great for scoring points. So you could just like utilize the tunneling kind of heavily and try to score through that. And
Yeah.
now the game is starting anyway, so
Yeah.
FruityHarris jump on dwarves.
Yeah. Let's see what he do here. I don't like he designed the map, but I don't know how many times he's been sandwiched with each factions. So it's tough for him as well.
Yeah, yeah, but he knows what he's doing. Like, let's see how to play sandwich dwarves. I think D1 was kind of expected. That is like,
Yeah.
and the second one, I don't know, F2 or H5. I would expect one of those.
Yeah, I expect H5, but like he has said that on this map it's pretty much always the same starting positions. But maybe you need to dig deep in its thoughts here.
Yeah, what is good about F2, like it is like otherwise not great, but the
Yeah.
good thing about that is that it really pushes chaos out of your kind of area. You can kind of block chaos from you tunnel to B2, and then chaos is kind of out of that direction,
Yeah.
and chaos is already out of the southern direction. You kind of secure a lot of area by going to F2.
Yeah, and they're also
But
acting before CM here. So
yeah,
so if they just go for a tunnel right away, that's the
yeah, that
flexibility.
is true.
That's a
They
flexibility they have that a few others faction have. That which really can make them flexible in these kind of setups.
Yeah, yeah. So especially in a sandwich game like this, you might need to secure your kind of estate very early.
Hmm.
Even like it would be great to start with a temple Earth 2 here, like to get the cult spade. But even more important might be to actually make sure your grays are not kind of gone by round 2. So I would actually like if chaos goes to the middle, I would if it looks like they're going for F2, I would just
Just do it.
secure that through tunneling.
Yeah, they might also get the big building, Tyler, if
Yeah.
halflings go for work power. Yeah, because if CM lose C3 and F2 right away, suddenly they can't use their spade that well.
Yeah. As chaos, I would go D2, use the spade on C3. Maybe expect dwarves to block that direction, but then you have a bridge or a shipping to E3.
Yeah, but I could see halflings just digging it right away before they can
Ah,
react.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That could happen. Well, in that case, it's really tricky. Yeah, that might force you to, I don't know what even. Like you are like,
You don't. You only have triple digs to pick them. Like that's rough.
well, there is a term for triple digging a hex on the like early game.
Tell me.
I think it's Danny B or something.
Yeah, okay. Some lore before my time of Terra Mystica, maybe.
Yeah. I heard some that I think Jekyll might be like watching the game. I think she did that in some Terra Mysticon kind of game as well and managed to win even.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And then she repeated it in the hidden cup, and then everyone, oh, that's Jekyll. So that was funny.
yeah. But I don't know, like very interesting. You could also like I don't know, but that's maybe the only option Chaos has because if you go like B4, if Cash goes for this power tile and digs b5 right away. Like it's game over immediately.
Yeah, no chaos power later.
So it's kind of maybe there if the halflings dig the c3, it's just you get a lot of leech. You might not get a town, or you have to triple dig for a town, but it's bad, but it's maybe best of your options still. Oh, they go for h4.
Yeah, that's also a tricky
So what is
spot to get
trigger?
out of.
Yeah. It also requires a triple dig. It gets a good leech, so there's that. So maybe this, on that sense, it's better. But like I would like as dwarfs, I would for sure like take f2 before chaos gets it. And then the chaos are very stuck. They are not completely stuck. They can get out by triple dig, but they're probably stuck until round 4.
Yeah, and halflings can be annoying for them here as well. Take h3. So
Oh no. But a lot of leech. So there is maybe they can kind of do some big digging.
yeah, but
Like there is
yeah, CM on h4 is not amazing news for dwarves here, so that maybe balances out a bit their opening. They
yeah,
look,
but I would like now after the placements, I would be very happy playing dwarves.
yeah, still.
Because once you secure like d2, f2, you have a connection, and it's already like you have a town and a connection. h6 is also open, and you get kind of 2 towns and connection very easily as sandwich faction.
Yeah. Nafghar got exactly what he bid for, but maybe he's not happy with how the others played out. But
Yeah. I think it's great for the dwarves, and they did exactly what expected. Like tunnel right away, so he even gets a leech from chaos when chaos comes there.
yeah, and Chash take the priest right away. I think it's pretty cool on this map how nomads are obviously great, but they need to escape from that middle somehow, and it's not easy.
Yeah. It's with a stronghold you can do some cool stuff here, but without the stronghold it's not that easy. But I think halflings were being nice, so they actually didn't box in the chaos. So as chaos, I would for sure secure both of these hexes now.
Yeah, they get the single spade if they want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a no-brainer move.
Nope.
Yeah, they want some leech.
Oop. Undo.
Yeah, they won't get the shipping spree now in round 3 that they would like.
Ah, they dug h3 first. Okay. Yeah, they well probably in this case you would just do a town, then dig out of the kind of jail on round 4, and then actually do the dwelling spree on the last round.
Yeah. Just go for the town and play culty. But you also need the priest for the dig upgrades and then shipping.
Yeah.
And you would like to put a lot of priests to the cults so you can get the coins.
You get a lot of priests here with this water reward round 3.
Yeah.
So you get extra priests from there. And priests in cults are good because round 5 you're gonna get some extra coins. So it doesn't look that bad. I would be relatively happy as chaos here as well. I don't know. It seems like a pretty balanced opening. I think all of the players are doing relatively well here. Do you agree?
Yeah, I don't know about this chaos opening, but if you give it some credit here, then I'm curious to see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not great, but it could have been much worse.
But now they will get H2. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Do they take it? Or well, that's then like it's really bad for green if they do.
Yeah,
So
that's
maybe there is that side of it. But if they don't take G5, that's I don't know. Like I would expect G5 to be very important for the future kind of shipping.
yeah. You can't really get out from the west in
Nope,
round
they get
3.
one free red, and that's it. You get just one free. But you can kind of make green game kind of nightmare.
Yeah, yeah. That would be very rough for green, but at the same time, CM can just let it be and get a lot of leech from green.
Yep. Okay. The cash got Earth 2 blocked.
Oh wow,
So I don't know why they took the cult step first, but they did. But because they did, they got Earth 2 blocked.
that is so annoying. Like, if you really analyze it, looking into what others are doing, you could probably call it, but it's not something you look for when you play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That comes as a surprise. You upgrade the temple, and then you're looking for, hey, where is my tile?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, that happened
Yeah,
in that's happened in my game where I played against you on the first game. Built
yeah,
temple
yeah,
and the favorite tile isn't there.
yeah. And like here, like it was almost predictable. Like dwarves, they want it. Chaos, they want it as well, and
Yeah,
halflings want it. Yeah, like it is. It was actually predictable that it goes. So I don't know why he took the cult step first, but he did. So maybe that was a small misplay that now backfired a little bit.
yeah. And a spade that early on is so good.
Although it's not that bad because they got the priest, so they can just send the priest to Earth and get the spade anyway.
Yeah,
So it's not the end of the world. But if they wanted to do shipping, now they cannot do that.
yeah, I would imagine that. And also, when you only get one dwelling here, and then you want Earth 2 usually.
Yeah, yeah. And uh, I suppose the ideal opening would be to ship to G3 and then hope Chaos doesn't take H2 and
Yeah,
Cult dig that.
yeah. Now he can bridge as well. That's true.
How do you get the power?
Yeah, that's an issue. You
You
can take.
might if you take Earth 3, but that is.
No, you don't. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like actually, like if you take Earth 3 here, would that be even crazy? Like you would get double spade, you could bridge, you get quite a bit of economy from it. Like, would it be like crazy idea to
I would love to see
round
it.
one?
I think some factions can do that, but I don't know if Chash is one of them.
Yeah, but you get like one extra spade, you get one dwelling. It's not great, but it's not horrible. So if you ever want to try kind of wild strategies, this would be a moment to do it.
Yeah. And you're maybe on an unfamiliar map. Maybe you don't like your opening that much. You don't have that much to lose, maybe. But in fact, he has won both his games so far, so I would imagine he wants to keep his record clean. Don't take too many
I think the
risks.
safe option here would be just take fire one or something. That might be the safe way out of this. Fire one and then sanctuary into earth one.
Yeah. Who will pass first here?
They took earth 3. I love this. This is great.
Oi! We have a game.
This is great. Like when you see people taking these kind of unorthodox lines, it's amazing to see.
Yeah, will we get the follow-up bridge? I think so. But
Yeah,
yeah, he can also do the upgrade as well.
yeah. They can use the spades in the like without the bridge as well. So it's would have if you have a good pass, maybe you skip the bridge. But since H2 is open, it is a high priority to secure
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you can get a town there with a sanctuary, but free hex is a free hex.
But I mean, if I was playing cash here, like I would be torn between Fire One and this Earth 3. Like, I'm not sure what I would pick. Maybe in a tournament game I would pick Fire One, but in a normal casual game, probably try the same line.
Yeah, but when we commentate, we should be uh, unbiased, of course. But it's hard when someone goes for Earth 3 in round 1. I want to see this do as well as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. But let's see. Like, very interesting game. Like I kind of really like I think dwarves are like got a good deal here. But besides that, it's very close game. So it's anybody's game still, I think.
Yeah.
One problem with this cash thing now is that they have to pass into some pretty bad tiles. But maybe this worker power is actually fine for them.
Yeah.
Would you, if you played cash here, would you kind of do sanctuary, or would you go for
The
something
dwellings.
like dwellings? Because sanctuary is like for Earth 1, for example, would be quite a few points.
Yeah. They can only get one extra dwelling after that.
Yeah. But it's a dwelling round after that, so maybe it is just fine to delay those dwellings because you
Yeah.
get 2 points for delaying.
Yeah, I think I
So
would
you
go for the
play the
sanctuary.
track. Hmm?
I think I would go for the sanctuary.
Yeah. Sanctuary Earth 1, probably.
It sets up for a town very quick here as well. None of the other are that close to a town yet, so they can go for a 2-key town, even though it's not amazing.
I would, especially if you take Earth 1, you even waste a cult step by taking the 2-key town, and you probably don't want to fight the chaos and dwarves for cult that much for cult. You just secure one and be happy with that one.
Yeah.
Interesting choice for chaos here. Would you send the priest to cults or something else?
I think they need those priests soon, but they will if they can get the warder reward, like you said. It can be fine.
Yeah.
But it's also so good to get the 3 power from the fire and worker there, and you will probably take fire 1 now.
Yeah.
So
That was
I think I would go for the fire one. The fire.
30 points.
But dwarves here got 7 dwellings and they got a spade as well. I think this looks very nice for them.
Yeah. And the sanctuary is also on the kind of correct side.
Yeah.
It's not in the wrong spot. Earth 1 secured.
They
They also prioritized Earth 1 over the Fire Priest. So let's see if the Chaos gets the Fire Priest anyway. Because everybody's taking Earth 1 haste. And actually, as Chaos, I wouldn't take Earth 1 because you kind of don't get a lot out of it until very late.
Yeah, wow. All the Earth favors are gone if Earth 1 goes away here. That's gotta be a new world record. Fastest.
Somebody mentioned that the air cult is the best cult, but these players think that the earth cult is even better.
I think the Earth is better.
I think he's actually not sanctuary. He's doing a trading post. Interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Is he trying to do a town on this round?
Could it be a stronghold?
Like, yes, but why?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's if the Earth 3 is wild, then the stronghold would be even wilder.
Even wilder, yeah. Okay. I would not expect TP here. I'm a very big fan of 2 early temples in general, but
Yeah, it just doesn't play the track that well. You have around 5 temples, so you want to save some there. So it would have been pretty ideal to do the sanctuary now, but I don't know.
will we get Earth 1?
Maybe
Yeah.
we do. And also we got water 1, so they don't even take the fire.
Yeah,
I,
wow.
I suppose they're thinking that they got the coins action, so they have enough coins already. So it's more important to focus on points.
Yeah, I've never had 2 good games going like this.
And the dwarves, they are like they're about to get the double dig if they want.
Let's see if I can get the game log up here. Third stream, and finally I can get a game log going.
If you played dwarves here, would you actually take G6 with the double spade here?
G6. Just to
Yeah.
save a bridge.
Yeah.
I think saving a bridge, 1 spade instead of a bridge is fine, but double
But
dig is I don't like it.
yeah, they're like why like I think it might make sense here is that you actually need kind of either 2 or 4 spades now. So you would like to take a single spade, but single spade is kind of bad. So you only pay 2 extra for the double. So you would compare it to a single spade and a bridge, you're actually saving some power, but not sure.
Yeah, that's true.
The Chaos could, if they want, they can take the double key town now, but they don't.
Next turn.
Yeah, I suppose. They could have taken the worker action and then like convert priest to a worker and take the double key. But maybe they actually lose the race to cash anyway, if cash is going for the double key town.
Yeah. It would be great for them to get 2 priests for more. But I don't like that they don't have Fire 1, because getting the upgrades for the shipping and the dig will be so expensive.
Yeah, and then like this was their opportunity to get a lot of workers. Like they could have been like gotten at least 2 more workers from the fire cult, but
Yeah.
they have such a low footprint game that they might end up regretting not putting the priest to fire.
So let's see. Josh still has a few actions left and dwarfs. Chaos magicians have to choose between workers or coins here.
Chaos also has some options here, like for example, they could. I suppose they're just going for the town next round, but they could also do something crazy like
Triple leg.
triple dig, yes,
Yeah.
or like do the first phase of triple digging by double digging now and then single digging next round.
Yeah, because the blue one gets gray and the black one gets yellow.
Yeah, the black one could be safer.
Yeah.
I think draws don't really need that at all, so it would be kind of safe to double dig that one. So then you can actually dig yourself out.
And get it down.
Yeah. That might make sense if you also get shipping down from it instead of double key. You also have opportunity to place some dwellings down.
Yeah, you can get
Cash,
E4 at least.
yeah. Maybe more depending on what passing tile you are landing into. If you land into the dwarf style, you might get more. The cash game is kind of very surprising to me. They now took Choir 1, so full econ. I don't
It
understand.
is Earth 3 a econ tile.
Well, yeah, you could argue it's not. But
Yeah, they already
yeah,
start with the initial eco advantage, so they usually go for the scoring favors pretty quickly.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe he's planning to go to shipping now. He will get 3 priests.
Yeah, maybe they are planning to go to like to take this shipping tile like
They don't have the
and make
coins.
3 shipping.
With 3 power, they get 12 coins. But they can get a town, of course. A town for 6 coins. So
But
maybe,
mm,
yeah, they spent a
they
priest
sent the
now.
priest to fire. So maybe they're waiting. They're trying to actually get the spade tile. They're not going for shipping. They're trying to
Yeah, that makes more
dig
sense.
A4, A5.
Spade tile is so good. Oh, they did it. You called it.
Yeah. And this makes green game pretty annoying because they really wanted the spade.
Yeah. I think they're still flexible enough when they can town. But they don't want to build a TP next round with their 4 dwellings. Like their worker eco is very sad.
Chaos at least pass onto a good tile. So that's a silver lining. They can start preparing for some big digging.
Yeah, they probably need a ship town or coins to afford shipping afterwards. But yeah. Halflings have stacked a lot of resources up now as well. They're ready to hit the next rounds hard.
Yeah, like I expect halflings to get coin action here to kind of resolve the coin shortage.
Yeah.
And maybe they already now this turn advance dig and start digging in the north. They have a bunch of cheap hexes there. Can place dwellings down.
And there is a world where either red or gray just digs G8. Like that's the connection X for halflings. It's probably not worth it, but like halflings have so many points they need to catch up that they probably need to win network.
Yeah, I guess this digging round is worth a lot to them, so they catch up a little bit there, but I don't know if it's enough. Like the dwarves are doing so well that it just looks so good for dwarves at the moment that I don't know. The chaos did dig themselves out, and this is tricky for dwarves now. Like they had to hard dig E3 to secure. So this was unfortunate for dwarves. That's maybe why they should have taken E3 instead of D2 with their spade last round.
Yeah.
Because now they had to spend a lot of resources for inefficient dig. And they could have tunneled twice this round, but now they can do just once. I guess it's not that big of a deal because you have maxed out
production
worker economy anyway.
And here we have the town from CM. What will they pick? It's Tukey town.
Yeah, I guess you could just go all in with priests. Send the priest to water.
Yeah, because now they skipped upgrade digs as well, so they will.
Yeah, they should maybe do that.
But they won't get more dwellings out this round. Maybe
they could
one
get
more.
One if they take the priest and advance shipping twice. That is a kind of a slow turn then, so they might not get to pass for a coin action. So that is maybe why it's not great, but otherwise it would be sensible.
Yeah, and you won't really score much next round either then. Then it will be very slow. No fire one either, so. But they do. It seems like they do it.
Yeah.
Track says dwellings. Build that dwelling.
Well, it's fine. Depends on which tile they land for. It could work out.
Yeah, and it's also very good hex to just secure if dwarves.
Yeah, because you have like next round is digging round, So they could even consider hard digging like D4, and then they don't actually need to advance shipping any further and have a bunch of reach a bunch of places there. Or maybe they could dig F4
Yeah.
and reach a lot of red hexes.
Because halflings still only have one priest production, so they will probably not be on 2 shipping for a while.
Yeah, would you, like as halflings here, would you just dig like crazy, or would you advance shipping once and kind of try to go for the connection? Maybe go for the connection here.
Like both G8 is probably okay, but D3 also is a hex they must have.
Yeah. But it's not really very threatened hex at the moment. Nobody can afford to take it
Yeah.
away. So
It has to be CM, so
one option for the halflings here would be just to kind of dig like crazy, make the whole northern continent brown.
yeah. I don't think that will be winning, but it could be good enough for a second. Like their Colts are not great. I think when they're so far behind, you kind of want 2 priest production.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was a choice between that or Earth 1. It seemed like.
Yeah. And one thing that depending on what they do, it's kind of dwarves get a third town if, or maybe get a third town in there if halflings don't go the digging. So it's very good for dwarves again if halflings decide to try for connection.
They don't really have the coins for it either. They will only get coins in the 2 last rounds. So it has to be a late push for network in that case.
Chaos didn't actually advance ship. They took the priest and then they decided to kind of
Get
change
more
the plans.
priests.
So this was interesting move.
Yeah, if they can clog up like fire cult, or even just win, if they can win 2 cults and then win another one by not send, I don't think they get 2 towns here. So if they can somehow get 3 cult wins, that would be great.
Yeah, water seems pretty locked, but
Yeah.
Earth is not possible to win if unless there's a misplay from cash. And yeah, the others might be winnable.
Yeah, I think it's a misplay to go for both Earth 1 and Water 1 when you have such low ability to build stuff.
Yeah, I also would have liked to have the Fire 3 for Fire 1.
Fire 3.
Fire 3 would be
Later.
but Fire 1, yeah. So I think is Cash going for the cult down here?
I think Trash scoring is looking very sad as well.
Yes.
Like, when do they score? They already built 2 temples too. It's like,
Well, I expect them to probably win the network. They are scoring nicely on cults.
yeah.
They just don't score.
So dwarves pass first for the spade, and they can't afford double dig yet. CM can, on the other hand, but they have nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
But I imagine CM wants coins for sure.
Yes. Yes, they do. But dwarfs want coins as well, I think. And they have a town kind of coming. Maybe they are delaying it in order to possibly get water 1 on round 5, and after that get the town.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
imagine Trash is going for water 1 now, soon.
I
But
they just don't play the track at all if they
yeah,
do.
true.
So what did they take this town? They took the
Priest?
priest town.
Yeah.
Oh, oh. Are they sending the double priest to water?
Yeah, that would make sense.
No,
Maybe.
they would have actually overflow priests in that case, so maybe
Yeah.
it's not a great idea. I don't know what they're doing with these priests.
Maybe they're just stalling for the dwelling pass tile.
Oh yeah, probably.
Did they upgrade the track? No.
Here is very interesting kind of choice for halflings: more workers or actually some coins. Probably would go for the coins here, even though it looks juicy to get 4 points from the sanctuary.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you don't go for the coins, you're not connecting, or maybe you are still, but you're not like kind of working towards connection now.
It's usually a balance in the digging round to dig a lot, but you kind of want to make good economy out of it as well. Just
Yeah,
digging for digging's sake isn't amazing.
yeah. Now there is a little bit of a race between halflings and dwarves to I8, because I suppose both of them want that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for the town, yeah.
Dwarves get it if they want. They have tempo, so let's see. But
I don't. I
they
don't.
might also like consider doing the town in the north instead.
Yeah, I can't imagine dwarf are worried about I8 at the moment. Then they're really ahead of the game.
Yeah, yeah. They actually like they had only one power remaining in the space for power, but they decided to send the priest to Earth anyway to access the double dig.
Yeah.
But now actually Cash might get the double dig instead. So this was kind of generous from halflings to kind of.
Give
I
them
think
that
it's a good
too.
move
Yeah, probably.
because you are kind of dwarfs for your main rival. So you gave the best action to somebody who is not doing as well.
Yeah, and you're closer to D3 as well, which you
And
would
these
definitely want to secure.
bushes pushes dwarves towards, hey, can I make the town? Because now it's much harder for dwarves to make the town.
Yeah.
They might actually come to G8, G7 and give a neighbor for halflings.
Halflings don't have any more dwellings left, so they need to
It-
either just dig or TP.
yeah. Wonder what they. I would probably TP here. TP looks juicy because you get the shipping from that or coins. And then you can utilize your um, resources better. And you also have the TP up for the next round, hoping to get water 1. There might be better opportunity to get it if you have a TP up.
Yeah, that's always a worry in this kind of setup. Especially if there's two factions going for the digs in round 4, and then it's suddenly a race for water 1 afterwards.
Do you think dwarves are contemplating taking tunneling to A4 now?
A4. No. I think that's too risky because they can suddenly just lose A3.
Yeah, they can, but okay. Oh, they didn't go. They went to F1 instead. Okay.
But that would be really annoying for green.
Yeah. It might be like might be tempting to do that here because if you get a town, it's kind of a good town there,
Yeah.
and it hurts green again really bad. Although I don't know if you need to hurt green anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so. But when you already have two temples in one town and you probably want another temple there, suddenly you can't make a sanctuary town. So
Yeah,
it would be so ugly.
yeah, sad position, but it didn't happen. So like green still has opportunities here. Oh,
Oh
oh,
wow,
oh.
that's that's bullying.
Is he playing for the kind of tournament? Kind of, if Myoblast is doing kind of great in the standings, it
Maybe
could be possible.
maybe he needs
Wanted to see.
maybe he needs illustration pictures for his document of never take Earth 3 round 1.
Yeah, I haven't seen that document. But it could be something like this meta game thing where somebody is doing well in the tournament, you're kind of playing against them
Yeah.
to qualify, and you want to make sure they are kind of third or fourth in the game.
Yeah, I'm not big a fan of that kind of place. Like it's totally fair to do it, but in a perfect world, you would just treat every game like that game alone.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It gets a little bit messy when you can start playing too much around that.
Yeah,
It's much more fun to play when you just try to win the game you are currently in and don't care about what the position of other players are.
yeah. Like when I make my tournament setups, I try to avoid those kind of situations, but it can be hard.
Yeah.
So let's see. CM could actually get 4 more dwellings down, which would be great for them.
Yeah.
Exactly enough.
Unless the dwarves steal the single spade, but that seems rather unlikely.
Yeah, they will lose I8 now. And they will lose E5. Suddenly they can't expand further east.
Yeah, but they have a lot of space already, so they have like 13, even 14 kind of network kind of easily.
Yeah, I see 3 more hexes that are pretty cheap.
There is like you can also tunnel to B4.
Yeah.
Usually when halflings do this kind of digging games, it's very rare that you have a digging game with Sanctuary and you would have 15 structures. So even if
Yeah.
they were doing a high econ game, I would expect them to have like 14 in the end. It's very rare to have more.
Yeah. When I play halflings and have really good economy, and suddenly you have built all your dwellings, and you got your 2 first towns carved out, and then you want to spend your last digs on something meaningful, so you carve out another town, which you can't really build dwellings on before you have built a ton of TPs. So it
Yeah,
can be
those
very
TP.
awkward. You just show everyone here is where I want to build my town in the next year.
Yeah. The trading posts are very expensive when you end the turn at like 0 workers and your income is like at most 8 or maybe 9. And then you have to build those 4 TPs. It gets expensive. And now it's kind of even worse because you have to also build those temples. Maybe they cannot afford more than one, but that is probably fine.
Yeah,
Like
that's fine.
that's still one temple here would be aiming for the kind of still realistic 14 structure game.
I don't see him doing more than that with his coins either. He needs 3 shipping to connect to.
And now there would be like this very tempting thing to take workers and actually dig I8. Would you do that as halfling? I probably
uh,
would.
I don't know. You get only
It's,
2
it's
power for next turn. You have some
yeah,
coins,
yeah.
so
It's really messy, but you get the third down, kind of at least hope of the third down. But I don't know.
it's like you dig out your town. It's just what I said. You show everyone I want to build a town here, and then we have dwarves with 11 workers can upgrade digs.
Yeah, and maybe the problem with that is also that if you do that, you have to go fire two instead of going water
Yeah,
one.
that as well.
And maybe he
Oh,
actually did it anyway.
it do it.
Let's see. So I think it's kind of 50-50 between doing this but it's a trade-off. You either do this and do fire two, or you do water one. Like those are the kind of options you have on the table.
Like
Maybe.
as dwarves here, I would be really interested in just instantly win network or halflings by digging G8 by some dig upgrades. But
Yeah,
he also has both scoring favors, so you want to build buildings.
yeah. And you don't even win network. You place second probably because
Yeah,
cash will win network. You might, even if you don't dig that, you might tie with the kind of halflings anyway, or
yeah.
even depends on what happens, even beat them. But
CM only got 2 more dwellings after that, so
Who they didn't take the single spade?
No, I don't saw what happened to the single spade.
It was still open when I last looked, but like maybe they didn't take, or it was taken by somebody, or they passed quickly for the dwelling tile or something like that.
Yeah, that could be. But like this
Maybe
is
that's
if they could have maxed their dwelling production, or not maxed, but built as many dwellings as they could build TPs now, and then dwellings in the last round.
they're taking the priests again. I don't fully understand because they have like priest production. They want to build a temple now, so they are kind of overproducing priests already. So these priests, I didn't completely understand what that is for.
Maybe it's just a cult focus, since you're not really having a good network. So then they maybe feel more pressure to do really well on the cults.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But as chaos, would you here do 2 temples or just 1?
I don't know.
Because with 2 temples, if you get secure like fire 3, air 3, you pretty much secure those cults.
But the tricky question is, there's one more priest spot on fire. If you go, yeah, you can go
Oh
for
yeah,
both of them, fire 2, fire 3. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. You could also do like so that you first pick fire 3, fire 2, and then with the next temple you kind of take water 2 and finalize the cult.
yeah, and dwarves doesn't have a TP up, so they can't really take fire 3 now. So they got it. Dwarves also need to secure a bridge, and they don't have power.
Yet nobody else is looking for a bridge here so far. So it might end up being fine.
Yeah.
Now they have power.
Yeah, like
And
I saw with witches in another game, like getting towns in the east screen is very tricky.
yeah, yeah, the halflings decided to go for TPs just without the fire 2. So I don't know if they're looking for the 3rd town or not here. It will be kind of free, but maybe they will still do it.
Secured ship town, was that it?
They
Yeah,
are really wanting to secure the connection here.
yeah.
So they're focusing on that instead of building temples. Or maybe they still build the temple, that's also a possibility.
Yeah, can they beat dwarves on network here? They probably can. Or at least tie.
Yeah, they could tie probably. Like depends on how much dwarves want to spend on like dwellings, but since it's a dwelling round 6, I expect them to actually fight for network.
Hmm. Yeah, halflings got a good score, but there are towns for the others coming. And halflings can't really hit the dwelling round hard either.
Yeah. And their cults are not that amazing. They are currently having 2 points out of cults, 4 points out of cults. And
Yeah.
more bad news for cash. Seems that the chaos decided to prioritize the air cult instead of fire. But they can just do the other cult next, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Nafghar also can't secure G8 this round. Like both,
Decided to go,
yeah.
decided to go for air 1, so going for points instead of going for the town. I think it's fine. Because like the town, it would be maybe more points, but this air 1 is almost as much. It's not much
Yeah.
far away from the town, and it's much more safer.
But he has to pass first, so we don't get the point pass tile.
But they will get coins if they want coins.
They have a lot of resources, so we'll see what they
Yeah.
can do with it. Yeah, it's like a battle between dwarves and halflings here.
Yeah, the Chaos do have a lot of resources remaining. They have all the scoring favors. They are on a like bonus tile. Their cults are good.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe, yeah, they are maybe not completely out of it yet, but it's maybe you're right that I would put my money on Wolves. But what I don't understand is why did Dwarves take a coin down? Like they have like 15 coins coming already. Why do they need so many coins?
It's gotta be dig upgrades at least.
Yeah, but still they
Yeah.
don't have a lot of things to build anymore. They could afford all that and digging upgrades and everything, and they would have leftover coins.
We have to be a temple at least now.
Yeah, maybe they're just aiming for one more temple.
Get air 1.
Or fire 3.
Yeah, if not, it's already taken now.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, but one temple should be enough dwarves.
Yeah, I wouldn't build another temple with them. They probably more likely to hit the 14 network if they don't.
So one temple is 7 coins gone, and then 10 for dig upgrades. Then you
But
have 10 coins left.
I guess they have the possibility of just building a temple, but they don't actually aim to build all of the trading posts afterwards. So they just go for the 4 points and maybe like 6 more from passes. Like 10-point temple, it's not that bad.
No. I love hitting temple rounds scoring. Like if I can get 2-3 temples in a game, oof, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah, playing the game like this, where you have temple round of 5, if you have in this position that you're like all trading posts, no temples, it's amazing feeling to build 3 trading
Uh,
temples.
and like you can really at that point you probably won't get all scoring tiles, favorite tiles, and you're probably not very high on the Colts, but suddenly you will get 3 favorite tiles, which you can boost up some Colts, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
suddenly
those,
and then you get 3 priests the next round. Suddenly you have a Colt game.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Chaos has some interesting stuff going here. They can still build 2 dwellings, have a nice economy. They could also like depending on if they get double dig, but if they get a double dig, they're very close to getting to 14 network as well.
Mm.
But I guess it depends if they build a temple or not. They decided to kind of undo the move. They didn't take fire 3.
Like getting if you can get down to 3 structures, that should be worth it.
Yeah, it's very close, but they might be able to, but it's not guaranteed.
And Josh, they need 11 workers plus the hexes for it to get down to 2. So it could be a big tie on network for everyone. Maybe Fruity will get down to 2. So he just dig with single dig.
I think the East just like waiting to get the dwelling tile from Chaos.
Yeah. Winning that stall battle is so good for them.
Yeah,
But
it's very,
yeah,
very. Now they have the opportunity to still build the high value temple and win the battle for stalling. So it's very good. Maybe the coin town was good after all because you needed those coins to stall out chaos.
he was one step ahead of us.
Yeah. I didn't realize that's maybe one of my weakness actually to actually, have. I seem to end up with very bad pastimes all the time.
Yeah, it's tough. You need to focus on it right from the start of the rounds to
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
and often also before that if you really want to do it well. But sometimes you're just stuck on a bad path of past tiles.
yeah. It's really frustrating if you end up in this kind of bad loop where you have a bad tile for round 5 and then again you have a bad one for round 6. That's very annoying.
Like ideally, you should be able to make your chances better to land on a good one by having several that are great for you. But if
Yeah,
you're dependent on like 2 or 1, it can be very annoying.
yeah. But Wolf's game looks amazing here. Like they have everything you would want.
Yeah. They only need 5 workers for their buildings in itself. So
Yeah,
they
they
have.
would probably advance digging and build those dwellings. That seems very solid. Possibly tunneling also, like
Yeah.
as much as they can while doing it. Maybe there is also well, that's a bit of a stretch, but
Could get the
yeah,
workers or dig.
they could also like have they're very close to being able to afford like 15 structures.
Yeah, if they get just 3 more dwellings. I think.
Yeah, the tricky thing is that the cheapest place is like A2, which is not cheap.
Yeah.
So the straightforward line for them is to advance digging twice, then build B4, and then maybe
Yeah, that's not enough for 15.
B1 as well. So 14 network for dwarves.
But if they get single dig and the hard dig, will be too expensive. Yeah,
But
just get.
Chaos did get double dig here, so they are like now they have the opportunity to. I don't know if they're gonna pick it, but if they pick it, they have a lot of open red hexes here, and they would likely be able to go to 14 as well. Doesn't look that bad for them, although they are not on a pass tile, so maybe that's the kind of
Their issue.
issue.
Same with the halflings. So, and their cults are not great. Yeah, I think CM with some good breaks, and they get their stuff done that they want to do. They are not far behind halflings at least.
Yeah, they have really solid cults, and they will like have very strong network, and this like double spade means that the cash is actually struggling to get the network tied up. Maybe they still can because they are kind of cash.
Yeah, they probably
But
need 2 digs.
yeah, and that's the problem. They have like the single spade available to them, and they can access like 3 hexes easily for 14 network. But they really struggling to get the
Yeah,
one more.
they need 7 workers in buildings.
Yeah, they would need both the like single dig action and some leech to get the worker action, and then they might be able to
No,
afford.
they don't need a worker action. 7 workers in buildings, 3 in hard dig. That's 10.
And they need for the buildings they need 10 workers.
To get down to 2, yeah, but that shouldn't happen.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, but for
Yeah.
yes,
I
I thought
was,
if
yeah.
14 network they can do for sure, but 15 network would have been require a lot of leech.
Yeah.
So like cash for sure, they are the last. But I think this is like I don't think it was necessarily due to opening Earth 3.
Yeah, I
I think
agree.
it was this lines they picked on round 2. Like instead of doing the sanctuary for Earth 1, they went this kind of second temple line, which played the track much worse than they could have played, and then they missed out on Earth 1.
They have another town coming though, and they
Yeah.
got some pass points, decent cults.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting where they land. Everybody is probably gonna be 14 network, maybe, unless something happens.
Yeah, if they had got to 15, they suddenly would be in the conversation for not fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, dwarves are pretty much done with everything that's
Yeah, basically
worth looking into.
they just have the tunneling to do. Uh, and then they're done. I suppose um, halflings could be annoying and dig before slightly, but I guess they have enough resources to
But can
do
they
it
get the
anyway.
town? I think they have enough.
Ooh, ooh.
Halflings.
Oh, I haven't been following their game, but I guess it's possible.
Dwarves should not let that happen. If they...
Like dwarves could dig H7 and block it.
Yeah, I don't think that should be possible. They have enough coins for it already, and they can get a worker action, so maybe they get it either way. Especially now. They also have 6 gold points they need to catch up on dwarves. And passing.
Yeah, but like, I suppose halflings won't have enough for 15 network. If they did, they would be in a good position.
Yeah.
Maybe just short on that. But it's close.
Yeah, they need 5 more coins if you don't count the power, and then they need a worker or 2. Yeah, they're very close to that. That should be a win for sure.
They have a cult step that can provide some power from the Earth Cult. But if they are one worker short of winning the network outright, then it begs the question whether A4 was the correct thing to do. On the other hand, if they didn't dig it, then maybe Cash would also get 15 network. So.
Yeah, but I think they got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have just the amount. They can just take a priest town. And they have enough. And they have several brown hexes to build on as well, so I think they should be good.
Yep, looks good. Looks strong. Like maybe this is something for dwarves that they could have done. I don't know if there was a way to avoid what halflings are gonna get now, but dwarves could have spent an extra worker to go to I2 instead of B4. They had that worker. Now this
Yeah.
worker is becoming 1 point instead. But if it's providing halflings a network win, then it might have been worthwhile to avoid doing that.
Yeah, they needed 2 more workers than the red hex. So they needed the worker action, which they could afford. So they had the possibility to take that town. But in terms of the league, I think FruityHarris needed a win here to have a chance.
Might still be close, but this network win for halflings is very kind of big. It's a big swing.
12 points.
And Town as well. So might have been actually good for dwarves to, I don't know, even dig H7 or something.
Yeah.
But maybe that doesn't help with the network win, it just blocks the town. But if it's like race for the first position between these 2 players, then you can play the zero-sum game and start blowing up hexes.
Yeah, I don't want to count who has it. Dwarves have a lot of points.
Yeah.
We'll see. CM and Chash, what do they have to do in the end here?
Well, CM's gonna build a dwelling, but what else they will do? I don't know. They could actually advance digging and build a dwelling, right?
Yeah. That's just enough.
If they do that, there's some small risk that
They do.
cash will.
Oh, yeah. I was just looking at it. They have enough resources for it, but they need to build a
Cash will make
sanctuary.
yeah, but cash will. They will also have enough resources to get the network, so they would probably prioritize that. Anyway,
Yeah, they have it actually.
they got enough somehow. I don't know how, but
Yeah,
they
I
have
don't know.
enough.
And they pass for 9, and they score 5 more. FruityHarris is already in the chat.
And it's very good to reach like 14 structure chaos game with that opening that you're kind of stuck inside.
Yeah, and with both scoring favors that early too. They did really well.
Maybe it begs the question what they could have done if they didn't take both the scoring favors. Maybe if they take the econ favor, they could get even one more structure down.
FruityHarris says H4 was a cool move, but good for him, he thinks. And I think I agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
dwarves were kinda undisturbed by their neighbors this game.
yeah, they were. I
Yeah,
guess I8 was kind of important in the sense that they ran out of any cheap areas to do anything.
hmm.
So if they wanted more than 14 structures, it would have been expensive.
Yeah,
But with I4,
we talked about it, and it was a good call by Nafghar in the end, securing it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is really strong. They have just, how do they? Do they have just enough resources? I hope they calculated correctly, but yes, they did.
Yeah.
To take the cooldown. And the cooldown was really big for halflings. They got like tons of points out of it.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the best cooldowns I've seen. 5 power, advancing in 3
Yeah. Wow.
cults to match some player.
Yeah, Nafghar has had a good game here. And he will have a 12 points on network to red and grey. So yeah, we just have the final moves. Seems like Myoblast is stalling a bit just to see what
I don't
Nafghar
know
will
for
do.
what. Like they have he has literally one place for the priest, so
Yeah.
I guess he's stalling out to see whether he could kind of save the priest for an extra point, but even that doesn't make any sense in this situation.
Yeah. Oh, that's another good cult bump.
Yeah.
Maybe that was what he needed to secure it.
let's see. It's gonna be interesting count because it looks like the halflings are actually fine on cults compared to dwarves.
Yeah.
So they should have enough here because they beat them in network by 12.
Yeah, I think Nafghar wins, and that's a big 6 points for him.
Yep.
And Myoblast looks like he will be last, which will stop his charge towards the first place for a bit. He was the people's champion, taking Earth 3 round 1,
Yeah, yeah.
but after
Yeah.
that, didn't work out.
Cool line anyway.
And I think we can confirm Earth 3 is an economic favor since he won network.
Yeah. It's really close. Like this final bump on Earth actually was decisive.
Yeah,
It would have been tie without that. So
yeah, Fruity got coins as well.
really close
Yeah,
finish.
well played by Lord Aslan as well with CM.
Yep.
Got a very good game, but only third.
Yeah, yeah. And a good call to kind of not do the temple after all on the previous round to get some more dwellings down. Because as seen here, he won the cults anyway, so the temple wasn't needed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but Fruity and Lord Aslan only got 3 points from the Colts in the end there, so they had a push for it, but it was not enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This cult town was really big in the end. It was massive cult town.
Yeah, let me just remove this. There we go.
Oh, Lord Aslan is by the way, he's overtime.
Yeah, 6 points minus.
Doesn't change, but
Yeah, no problem. It can be a challenging map to play on time. Like there are several players who haven't even played it before.
yeah,
Uh,
it was also one I had played like 2 or 3 times before my game.
yeah. What's your thoughts on the map after seeing it for a few times now?
I think it's interesting, but they have to play more to see like whether the kind of starting positions are too stale or not. I don't know. Like it is. It seems that they're starting in the same positions all the time, which is predictable, which is good. But then again, does it get boring if you start in the same places all the time?
It's fun that there are some niche options you can throw out in some matchups or some tracks.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe there are some lines that have not been explored properly. Like I don't know, like you could have like for instance, this fjords map. You have this kind of brown and green that can cooperate great in the top left corner. Maybe there is something similar here where
Yeah,
if you kind of invite somebody to the like east, you could actually play really well together there. But I haven't. I don't know.
yeah. I think there should definitely be some setups where Brown could start in the east with their
Yeah.
double 2x for 1. But yeah, I think we will end it there
Okay.
unless you have
Thank you very
anything.
much.
Yeah, thank you for joining me, and very nice that you just took the challenge. I didn't even need to ask you, so thank you very much.
No problem.
And when it's pretty late in Finland now, so thank you
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much.
Going to sleep now.
Yeah, sleep well.
Okay. See you.
Okay, bye bye everyone.
Bye bye.